So I've been playing Hypixel Skyblock for almost a year now, and I've learned a lot of things about the game, about skills, about just grinding in general. But I think the one thing that I've learned the most out of anything at all is that seasonal events are the worst thing to ever exist in the history of anything ever. Hello random people on the internet, my name is Banana, and today we are here to talk about seasonal events in Hypixel Skyblock and why they suck. They're awful, I hate them so much. But before we get to that, I just do want to tell you guys that I'm going to be streaming on Twitch a lot more often. I'm going to show my Twitch link right now. It's twitch.tv/menacing_banana. There's an underscore in it because I am a dweeb and I'm not able to get the original name because someone else has it. So one day I might get that. But yeah, I am going to be streaming on Twitch. A lot of people don't know that I have it. Whenever I do stream, people are like, what? You have a Twitch? But so yeah, there it is. That's it. That's my Twitch. So now on to the main point of the video, events. If you don't know what events are, do you really play Hypixel Skyblock? Like, honestly? But events are in the calendar. You can look at them. There's a lot of them, and there have been a couple more. There's also like the anniversary event, along with the Spooky Festival, the Traveling Zoo, the Season of the Jerry, and the New Year's celebration. So these events are things that are in Skyblock, and they are based on Minecraft seasons. Now, Minecraft seasons go by, like a day goes by every 20 minutes, and there's 3 different parts of a season. It's gross. It takes 5 days and 4 hours for a full year in Minecraft to pass. And the events pretty much happen yearly, with exception of the Traveling Zoo, which happens twice a year. So these events have been in the game since pretty much the dawn of time, if you count the anniversary event. But if you don't count that, then it is actually since the Spooky event was added to the game in October. Now, the Spooky event, I think, is the best event in the game, and that's because, or at least it used to be the best, because you get online and then you have to grind candy for an hour, and I think the tough part about it is you're grinding for an entire hour if you're trying to get the max score, or you're just duping like Pigicle does. Hashtag ban Pigicle in chat, boys. I mean, he's clearly duping every event. He wins all of them. We need to get him off the face of the earth. But yeah, you grind, you try and get the skeleton horse, you try and get the vampire mask, and you just try and get a high score. It's really competitive. It used to be really fun, and having the skeleton horse used to be the biggest flex in the game. Used to be. Nowadays, the skeleton horse is pretty much worthless with the horse pet out and with so many other pets. Like, the skeleton horse used to be something you go into lobbies with, and people are like, oh my gosh, that man should have my children. It was something that was just such a flex. There was like 20 people with skeleton horses at a time. If you had an early on skeleton horse, you were really cool, because people would just see you and think you're just the best player, because honestly you were. It was really difficult to get a high score on the Spooky event, and when it originally launched, you only got the skeleton horse if you were number 1 in the event, not with 2,400 points. It was only to the number 1 person, so it was just a huge flex to have it. But now the Spooky event is getting worse and worse, because everything that you get from it is just like mediocre now, but at least you still get custom rewards from it. I think that's one of the coolest things with it. Everything from the Spooky event cannot be gotten through pretty much anything else. Like, you can buy the candy, which makes the Spooky event still worth for money, but I think the main problem with it for me is the fact that you have to get on at a random time at a random interval because of the season system. If they just had these events like every Saturday night or every Saturday at like 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where it doesn't really screw with Europe and it also doesn't screw with NA, and people can all sort of get on at the same time and then grind, I think it'd be a lot better. But having this 5-day and 4-hour system where sometimes I have to wake up at 2 in the morning to get on for an event, or like any early time for a lot of people, is going to be a pain. And I think that's what the majority of these events suffer from. The next event I'm actually going to talk about is the Traveling Zoo event. So the Traveling Zoo has a Ringo come here, and he sells pets. And this one is really not that great. It was added in Pets V1, and I think the concept of it, like having a guy who comes and sells pets, is really cool, but the annoying thing about this event is its rotation. There is a set rotation on when a legendary pet will be available from the Traveling Zoo. Now, one thing that alleviates this a little bit is the fact that I can just go to the AH and buy the pet after the Traveling Zoo happens, but it is going to be at a slightly inflated price compared to if I just bought it from the event itself. but every single time he comes, he will have a certain pet legendary. You just need to know the rotation. I don't know exactly what it is, but I know that it is always going to be the same pets in an order that are legendary, and that's really annoying for the same reason that it's annoying to wake up for the spooky event. I think adding RNG to these events that you already have to wait days on days to get things from is just so bad. The monkey pet, for example, I was going to make a video on the monkey pet right when it came out, and I did make a video on it right when it released, but it took almost like 2 weeks for the monkey pet to be in the zoo because the order was so screwed up. My monkey pet was almost done in the cat upgrade system before I actually got it from this event. So early on, having RNG in events is awful. Now with it like being around for so long, that it really doesn't matter, but that's another problem with the event. People just don't do them anymore because it's not like you're gonna profit from selling pets. You're pretty much just logging in, seeing the shop, seeing, oh, it's a giraffe pet, I don't care, and that's the whole event. I feel like this event really could have used like some flair or something else that you could do in it, but I mean, it's just the traveling zoo. Last event that I am talking about is the Season of the Jerry event. Now this is the worst event in Skyblock, and that's because it suffers the most from RNG. I think the spooky event is so fantastic because you know if you're gonna do well. You're grinding candy, and it's not like you have the random chance to get candy, but if you're doing the optimal grind, or if you're working hard enough, you will be able to get the skeleton horse and all the rewards. But this event, the Season of the Jerry, is just an RNG loot box simulator when you like tear it down to its bare bones. For one, you have to open all of the presents, and presents are literally just the worst when it comes to RNG. The snowman pet is rarer than an overflux, and it's not even that good. And then you have Gift the Fish, and the Krampus hat, and the golden gift. There's just so many things in this that you do want to collect as a endgame player, as someone who is completing the entire game. But you have to just grind out this event or spend a lot of coins to get this stuff. The rewards do not come in quick enough, and also they're not even that good. So it's literally just going to be something someone is collecting. And then there is the fishing aspect of this. If you didn't know, you have to go to the Jerry Pond to catch some specific creatures like the Grinch, the Frozen Steve, and specifically the Yeti. The Yeti has a new pet that they added in Pets v2, and it's a super, super rare drop chance. And you have to be on that island for like 10 hours if you want to be optimally fishing for it. Like, if you don't have the pet and you do want to grind it out, the event is only open for like 10 hours a week, literally. So you're going to be sitting there forever. Zach Plays AN, one of my friends, a good YouTuber, you should sub to him by the way, but he spent 80 hours fishing on the Jerry Island. 80 hours to get one pet, and it was epic. That is awful. Like, I don't know if you guys can comprehend how bad it is that you have to wake up at like 9 p.m. at night, and then you have to fish for 10 hours, and then you don't get something good from it. It's literally just bad RNG. Bad RNG is what makes a lot of things in Skyblock just not fun. Slayers, for example, but especially this Jerry Pond fishing. It's just so annoying. And then there is the actual event, the Saving the Jerrys and the volcano erupting. This is just not a good event. There's nothing. You get like 10 presents from it. It's literally nothing. You get basically 0 rewards because you're just getting loot boxes. It's like if you did an event in Overwatch and all you got was 10 loot boxes, and those loot boxes had the chance to just give you 50 alchemy experience. Wouldn't that be so fun, guys? That would just be the best event in the game. So it's just really painful. Everything about the Jerry event is bad, and I understand the admins want events to be something that is happening in Skyblock like daily, and they want multiple events to run per day if you look at something that Jay of Armin said in the past. And if you're gonna have events run in like multiple per day, they need to at least be a little rewarding. Like, I see no reason myself to do this Jerry event because I'm not gonna sit there and fish just for the chance at something, and I'm not going to fight some magma dudes to get nothing. It's just not worth my time. So yeah, that is the video on events and why they are just really bad. I really hope that they do fix something with these events before they release a lot more. I know that they do want to release more events in the future, and I don't know when they're going to do it, because obviously right now there's no events related to dungeons, and we can only assume that is the next update that they're adding to the game. But if they do add more events, they really do need to add something that is either more rewarding or just less reliant on you being online at such a specific time sometimes, because I can't imagine. To put this in their perspective, I do not have a life. I'm just a gamer at heart. I live with my parents because I'm 17 years old and I'm still in school, but during the summer, all I'm doing is playing games. If they told me to be on at 2 in the morning, I would be on at 2 in the morning, alright? But imagine having a job. Imagine trying to do other things in life. That would just be so painful to have to get on for these mundane events that just equate to just stupid grinding for stupid stuff. So hopefully they can fix that before they release more events, but if they don't, oh well. I hope that you guys did enjoy this little rant type video. I know that people do like rants a little bit, so I thought I'd make another one. I've been wanting to make this video for a while. I actually recorded it like a couple months back when Pets v1 came out, but I ended up not uploading it, so I'm just recording it again now. Hope that you guys liked it. If you did, please sub or like the video. And yeah, I will talk to you guys in the next one. Peace out.